All right, man, peace. So, brothers, there appears to be a burgeoning war on the horizon for the rights to act as the agent for Mr. Zion Williamson. I believe that Floyd Mayweather, LeBron James, and Jay-Z all understand that Zion Williamson is going to be the next guy. He's the next quote-unquote it guy. He has star power out the wazoo, through the ceiling. He's going to captivate the crowds as long as he stays healthy. And they know that as long as they're able to keep him on the beaten path, the sky is the limit, which means a lot of money for them. Well, they were recently able to catch a hold of Mr. Floyd Mayweather and ask him about Zion Williamson. Of course, they're going to talk about it, and I'm going to chime in.
First Jay-Z, then LeBron, now Floyd Mayweather wants a piece of Zion Williamson, saying that he's gunning to sign him to the money team. Welcome to TMZ Sports. Van here, Michael J. Babcock over there.
What's up, Van?
The entire sport.
I am former New York Knick.
Yeah, former.
Future New York Knick.
Zion.
If you're lucky, he'll be drafted by the New York Knicks. The Knicks need to get that #1 overall draft pick for no other reason other than either they can draft Zion Williamson or parlay that draft pick for Anthony Davis. But they have to get that #1 overall draft pick.
I'm praying.
He looks like he could have played for the Knicks.
He looks like he could have played a whole career and retired.
Exactly. Now, everyone wants a piece of Zion. He's basket.
Wow. That boy got bunnies for real. God damn.
So that.
Yeah, coming out of college, he's the most electrifying guy since Shaq. Got an ugly-ass jump shot, though.
Your NBA.
Zion is.
Can lead the fast break. Boy got it all. He's definitely going to be #1 draft pick. Certain people say that R.J. Barrett is better than him. Right, but he's going to be box office. So Zion Williamson will be drafted #1 because of the box office aspect.
Is doing everything.
Explosive.
We've seen Jay-Z go to Zion games, right? Jay-Z representing Rock Nation.
Jay-Z even starting to look like the damn GOAT. Jay-Z starting to look just like the damn Baphomet.
At courtside.
We've seen LeBron James go to Zion games. LeBron James.
Another Luciferian. Once again, I have no idea how the NBA can allow him to own his own sports agency. They try to act like he's not the owner. This guy shows up at a Zion Williamson game to scout him and brings along Rondo to make it look like he's just a fanboy. Knock it off, man. We all know what it is.
James, who doesn't officially represent, but is in very close ties with Clutch Sports, owned by his friend Rich Paul.
Wink, wink.
And we've also now seen a new guy get into the whole fracas here.
Who?
Damn, even this dude Van Lathan had to wink over the notion that LeBron James does not actually own Clutch Sports. How could this possibly not be a conflict of interest? You own Clutch Sports, and you're considered, if not the best player in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3 best players in the NBA. And then you're allowed to own your own sports agency. Your sports agency signs another player who's viewed as being one of the top 5 players in the NBA. And they just allow this shit to happen like nothing's going on.
Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has the money team, which is not just a boxing promotion. It's a marketing sports arm in and of itself. We spoke to Floyd, asked him if he would be interested in Zion Williamson. He is. Check it out.
What are the chances you guys sign Zion Williamson?
We look forward to signing different athletes. Zion would be great. If Zion signed with me,
Right.
you got my word that he will have a comfortable life when he's on the court and off the court.
Let me say this very quickly about Floyd Mayweather's offer here. I'd be very interested if I was Zion Williamson or his people in seeing Floyd's presentation. Because I guarantee you that Floyd is going to present avenues for monetization of your career that other agencies are not going to present to you, especially in the real estate market.
There you go. There it is.
Let me rewind this back a little bit.
Comfortable life. Check it out.
What are the chances you guys sign Zion Williamson?
We look forward to signing different athletes.
For those of you brothers who don't know, this cat standing right here next to Floyd would be the agent that would be representing the clients, the sports clients, should they sign with TMT.
Zion would be great. If Zion signed with me,
Right.
you got my word that he will have a comfortable life when he's on the court and off the court, if he did.
There you go. There it is. A comfortable life on the court and off the court.
Right.
Yeah,
I think with or without Floyd Mayweather, that Zion's going to be pretty comfortable with.
You don't know that. You don't know that. Look at Antoine Walker. Floyd Mayweather may be able to show him certain things that he can avoid or that he should avoid, certain pitfalls that Floyd Mayweather himself fell into. Remember, very few people remember this. Floyd Mayweather had tax issues right after he fought De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton, which precipitated his comeback against Juan Manuel Marquez. There are certain avenues, once again, that Floyd Mayweather may make Zion Williamson privy to. I would just be interested in his pitch overall and the portfolio that he's going to display for Zion Williamson to try to sway him. Because I'm sure there's going to be very different from what LeBron and Rich Paul or Jay-Z and Roc Nation are going to present to him. And once again, please understand, Jay-Z does not run Roc Nation. Jay-Z is the mascot for Roc Nation. A lot of people don't grasp that. Just like Magic Johnson is the mascot for the Lakers. He's not really the person who's handling, the ins and outs of the organization. He's working with Rob Pelinka, sure, but he's not the person who's like the hatchet man per se. He's working with Rob Pelinka, sure, and I'm also sure that he has say when it comes to personnel here and there. But Magic is also being told what to do. I'm pretty sure that he just can't hire and fire whoever he wants without running it by Jeannie Buss first, particularly when it comes to certain coaching personnel. And I'll leave it at that. Because LeVar Ball basically, he spilled the beans on that whole situation, which I knew from the start. Magic Johnson is not a good enough businessman to entrust your organization over to him. He has very little prudence and he has very poor discretion.
With his life, everybody, like you said, wants a piece of him. But I do think that there are things that Floyd Mayweather can do for Zion that nobody else can.
Absolutely.
Like what?
People, Giancarlo Stanton comes to mind, is playing 10 plus years to make $300 million. That's what Floyd can make in a night. Say what.
Right, but I don't think that that's going to be part of the pitch to Zion Williamson, because Floyd can make that in a night based off of years and years of accumulated equity in the boxing world. And also working alongside Al Heyman, they know how to get the most out of the Las Vegas boxing scene. With boxing, there is no salary cap. At least not for somebody like Floyd Mayweather, who knows how much money he's going to generate. In the NBA, there's going to be a salary cap. So what Floyd Mayweather would have to offer Zion, at least hypothetically speaking, is how can he get money in stocks, bonds, real estate, property. That's what I would be expecting from Floyd Mayweather.
Say what you want about Floyd, make fun of him, whatever. Floyd knows how to make money, and he's a savvy businessman, and he understands how the sports world works. So I think from a marketing standpoint that it would be a good idea for Zion.
I'm not saying it would be a good idea or a bad idea. I'm going to ask you this. Do you think it would be a good idea for Zion Williamson, someone who wants to partner with big brands and who probably wants to have a more family, sort of friendly atmosphere, to be with someone?
Negative stuff?
I'm not bringing up negative stuff. I'm saying if we're talking business here, signing with Floyd Mayweather, who I think is a fantastic businessman, is that the right move for somebody going into a team sport?
Well, the question that I would have to ask you in response to that question, Van Lathan, is would you be asking that question if Zion Williamson were to sign with Roc Nation and Jay-Z? Is Jay-Z considered a quote-unquote family-friendly artist? Not quite sure about that. So I have to wonder what you're really getting at. I know that you're woke, and many woke Negroes are upset with Floyd Mayweather. We know that he does have a quote-unquote history involving disputes with females that people love to bring up over and over again, especially in this society where they venerate the woman. But at the end of the day, every prospective agent is going to have his good aspects and his bad aspects. I believe that Floyd Mayweather will be able to separate himself from the entire situation enough to understand that Zion Williamson is going to be able to generate his own fanfare. Therefore, he should have endorsements knocking at his front door. As long as Floyd stays out the way and does not impede that, everything should basically be a go. Whether it's Nike, Adidas, or what have you. Now, we already know if he signs with Jay-Z, he's probably going to end up with Puma. Who knows? But, shoe contracts should not be a problem. Other endorsements should not be a problem because Zion Williamson, presumably, is his own man. He's not going to get caught up in any hijinks, hopefully. And Floyd does not want Zion to compromise his money-making potential because that will cut into his own money-making potential with Zion.
Floyd has obviously had some stuff in his past that big brands are probably not going to love. If Zion, the guy they want to work with and have be the pitch man.
Right, but I mean, people talk about that stuff all the time, but how many boxers have been known for being great pitchmen? Maybe Ray Leonard. You have to go back to Ray Leonard back in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. How many commercials did we see Oscar De La Hoya on? How many commercials did we see or have we seen Andre Ward in? Or Roy Jones or Mike Tyson? Endorsers have never sought out boxers. So Mayweather, and his promotional company or his agency is going to have to be judged based on their ability to be creative in establishing other revenue streams for Zion Williamson.
And the face of their brand, him being associated with Floyd may not be a great look. I do think that Floyd knows how to make money.
I'm gonna ask you a question right now. Let's say you're Zion Williamson right now.
Yeah.
You got three of the biggest names in all of pop culture vying for you. You have Jay-Z with Roc Nation Sports. You have LeBron James, who knows a guy who owns a sports agency, and you have Floyd Mayweather. This is the opening bids right here. These are the initial guys. Which one of those guys would you go with?
Floyd, just if I have to pick, just because Floyd doesn't have experience with a high-level basketball player. I'm not going LeBron because if I'm Zion, I want to be the
sports
biggest
is different than LeBron, though. We should say that.
Okay.
Big time allegedly. Allegedly in all capital letters and in quote unquote.
So you're going with Jay-Z?
I'm not going with Clutch because I want to be their biggest client, and with LeBron, he's the biggest guy they have. I'm going with Jay. He can get me into the music world. He knows everybody. That's who I'm signing.
All those guys can get you into the music world. Who gives a shit about that? Why are you trying to assume that Zion Williamson wants to be a rapper? Like, who cares? If you're Zion Williamson, you sit back and you accept, all three emissaries representing all three agencies. You hear them out thoroughly, and you vet exactly what they're bringing to the table or what they're allegedly bringing to the table. That's what you do. You don't just automatically assume who you're going to sign with before you've heard all three pitches.
And he can also get you into the Roc Nation brunch, which is where they say that they...
Who cares? All these pansexuals. There goes Saquon Barkley there. Watch out for Saquon. I'm telling you, watch out for Saquon. He seems like one of these guys who wants to be all up in the parties.
Big stars got turned away.
A lot of big stars got turned away. He can get you to the Roc Nation brunch. For right now, Zion, Hove is the leader in the clubhouse.
But anyway, that's basically it on that. We'll see how things turn out with this whole Floyd Mayweather and Zion Williamson situation. So peace.